Sup guys, so if you're watching this video, you know what you're getting here. It's my tier list. So that's it, this is the tier list. You don't need to watch anymore. Nope, not at all, you can just go. Goodbye, peace, see you later. Oh, you're still here? You want to listen to my opinions? Okay then, we can do this. So, I'm going to split this video up into two parts. First part's going to be like S to B plus tier, and the rest of the tier list is going to be part 2. About 10 minutes each. So yeah, getting right into this, top 2 characters. Not much special to say about them. Sheik and Cloud. Bayo Cloud. Note, I put a tier between S and A. Like, I specified this A plus tier because I want to indicate that they're not significantly better than the A tier on their own merits, but they're significantly better in the regard that if you want to counterpick any character here in this entire section, one of these two would be at least a soft counterpick to them, except for Sheik and maybe Diddy Kong. Sheik probably goes even with Bayo and maybe Cloud. And then Diddy Kong, maybe even with both these characters. May even beat Bayo, who knows. But everyone else, you can counter big on one of these two. And the fact that you can do that, and then still have a godlike matchup spread versus pretty much the rest of the cast with either of these two characters is really good. I can't justify picking up any A tier characters as secondary unless you specifically want to counter a certain character really hard. Or you want to have a counter pick to Diddy or Sheik. So yeah, also worth noting is I think Cloud in the future could beat Bayo. Because if you look at the matchup lately, the way the neutral looks and the combo game looks and all that stuff looks, sometimes it looks like Cloud beats Bayo. And I know lately a lot of people have been saying, at worst, it's even for Cloud. So, in that case, if Cloud ended up beating Bayo through meta advancements, I could see Cloud being best character in the game because these are two most common characters. These are the most important characters to have a good matchup verse. And, if one of them beats the other one, that's just a huge boon, considering Cloud still beats the rest of the cast, pretty much. And yeah. Afterwards, Fox. Fox is third best in my eyes, because this character is busted. First of all, his disadvantage state isn't getting any worse. This character gets edge-guarded, comboed, he gets absolutely destroyed for getting hit once. You can't get much worse than Fox's when it comes to just dying. But, despite that, his combo game is getting better, his advantage state is getting better. With a neutral game that's really good, and has been holding him up for years, but a combo game that's leading to a point where he can dash attack you, combo to up tilt, footstool, weak hit nair, reset you with forward tilt, up tilt, and just do that 3 times and combo you with up airs and platforms and kill you. And all the song are 10%, 20%, 30%. You can't get hit by this character when he's fully optimized, and I feel like we're not seeing the fully optimized combos yet, but we know it's there, we know it can be executed in real matches, and I think the in-tournament meta for this character has not caught up to the practical meta we've seen based on his combos. So, yeah. I think a good example of this is what Scarfelt was his name. He posted a lot of Fox crazy stuff, or at least he used to. I'm not sure if it does anymore. But yeah. I think also Charlie the King has posted some crazy shenanigans, and the point is, when the top level Foxes really start utilizing this stuff in tournament, you're going to have a character that rivals Bayonetta in terms of hitting you and just killing you. And afterwards, Diddy Kong, I don't know much to say with him. I would have put them below Rosa if you didn't just see Nairo and Ally pull them out recently and do well with those two characters. They don't really practice, the character that much. So, yeah, 4th best, not much else to say about this character. He's Diddy Kong. You get what you get. Godlike neutral, godlike advantage state. Okay disadvantage, doesn't smash 4 people that hard, but still has good kill confirms, and all that junk. Rosa, 5th best. Same thing, not much to say about her. She's pretty broken. Her only real weakness is the disadvantage state sucks. She loses to both Bayo and Cloud, but so do most characters, so that's kind of whatever. And she doesn't really combo people until death. She has a great advantage state, and she can smash 4 people with Luma stuff, but she doesn't really have the ability to combo people and kill them at 30 unless they mess up, and the Rosa reads the fact that they're messing up. So yeah. Afterwards is Zero Suit. And now Zero Suit's here, because even though her neutral is... First of all, her neutral is godlike. Sure, it's not as good as, the rest of the characters in A tier, S tier, even B plus tier, but it's better than pretty much everyone else. Once you get to C plus tier and below, her neutral just outclasses her, even B plus, B tier. Her neutral outclasses them all, probably. So, yeah. But what really holds her in this 6th spot for me is that not only is her disadvantage state one of the best in the game, so she doesn't get smashed forward that hard, or just juggled as hard, or whatever, but she smash forwards people harder than anyone bar Bayonetta. Because, she can be losing the game by 100%. She's not losing. She can just run away, play really safe, use her mobility, and then find one opening, grab you, you're dead. One opening, nair you, you're dead. Up air you, you're dead. And the fact that she can smash for you so hard and do it to pretty much all the cast, it's just horrifying. Like, you're fighting her, and even if you're stuck ahead and 100% ahead, that just means she needs to grab you once, kill you, and then let you respawn, hit you once with a back air, and grab you again, you're dead. And that's the game. So the fact that she's never out of the game, but you can never count her out, or that you can never just say you're winning the game for sure, because, she's so mobile, can avoid your attacks, is crazy. So yeah. Afterwards, Sonic, he's kind of just here because we see Sonic throughout all these levels of play. Invincible Spin Dash is busted. Spin Dash, Rage, bullshit combos are crazy. Forward Smash is still a ridiculously good two-framing tool. And whenever Ken comes to America, it does work. Whenever you look at top 32s or brackets, you pretty much always see a Sonic or 3, in that top 32. Even though they're not getting top 8, they're showing that at high level play they can put in work. So yeah. Afterwards, the Sheik. Now, before every Sheik player says, "Oh, Dabuz, she should be top 3 at worst," broken, neutral, theory, craft, blah 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 blah. I get it. We've beaten this horse. It's dead. A perfect play at TAS, computer-controlled AI, frame-perfect BS play. This character is probably the best, but we're humans. We factor in human stuff. And this character gets smashed forward harder than any of the top 2 in the game. Even Fox's gets smashed forward as hard as she does. You'll see her dying at 60 consistently, off of one mistake. And she'll die at 60 after getting comboed into 60. And that sucks. Yeah, but you're humans, we make mistakes, we can't always be perfect. Sometimes you put her in guessing scenarios, and she guesses wrong, she's dead. And she hates 50-50 guessing scenarios. She is all for making trades. She basically has to avoid any scenario where she cannot just win every time. So, you can't always do that, and that's why to me she's 8th best. Afterwards, B+ tier. Ryu is kind of like Xerxes in that regard of, hey, you can be winning the game, but you're not really winning versus him. The big difference is he can't force those scenarios as much, where he can just, run away. He can't run away from you and just win the game with running away. He's too slow for that. So what balances it out for him is that up close, you can't fight him. In terms of raw CQC, he is ridiculous. I swear, he is a telekinetic or something, because this man has hitboxes that go way farther than they look like they should. Must be some sort of giant muscle force being projected out of his body. Because holy shit, have you seen his up tilt? Have you seen his back air? And yeah, you have to run away from him. If you're trying to fight this character, you're going to lose. Ridiculous frame data, big hitboxes. And because you have to run away from him, eventually the idea is he should corner you. And if he reads you when you're in the corner, he can just hit you and kill you. His disadvantage state sucks. He gets juggled hard. But he still has, focused attack to make you guess and escape. And I feel like his results aren't as good as the character is. I can understand why, because, he still loses to Bayo, probably, I think. Loses to, Rosa. Oh, that's not as bad as people think. I think he loses to Sonic. He has a few losing matchups. But it's really just because the characters below A tier and below him struggle a lot with the ability of him to just end stocks. And the fact that you can't fight him up close. Afterwards is Mario. I feel like Mario is a much more well-rounded kind of Ryu, where up close you don't want to fight him, but he doesn't have as much kill power. The thing is, he has a much better disadvantage state, just due to his natural area mobility and his smaller frame. He has, I think he has slightly better frame data. He has a grab game, which Ryu does not have, and the grab game carries him and gets him some really ridiculous combos for percent or kills. But the big thing about Mario is, just the fact that he can kill you so easily neutral without committing to it. We've all seen all his smashes, up smash, forward smash, down smash, be busted. So, even though his neutral isn't great, he just needs one opening or two openings to get in and get enough percent to pay a kill percent, especially with Rage. If you're last hit versus Mario, he is in the significant advantage due to all his kill options. And yeah, we've been seeing Ally putting in work. He's been struggling a little bit in recent times. But the other thing is he's been putting in work at Shine and PAX. So, this character is still really good, obviously. Struggling a bit more. Anti-projectile game is nice. It doesn't matter too much because most good characters don't rely on projectiles. He really just does really well versus a lot of the characters below like B+. Actually, no, that's not gonna say. I'm just gonna say he does well overall with some not great matchups, but a character that doesn't care much about matchups when you can just end stocks. And he doesn't get out neutral as hard as people want to make it out to be. He has good jump ins, really good frame data, good cross ups, and he can just be ambiguous sometimes with what he's gonna do because he has so many good options for getting in and getting combo starters. Afterwards, Marth, Lucina, they're both pretty solid characters, lots of range. When they play disadvantage, you can't get out of it. They don't have that smash 4 factor when it comes to combos, but they have, Marth can just tip forward smash you. Lucina just has forward smash, although Marth is definitely probably better than Lucina because he has tipper shenanigans, can smash for you that way. Disadvantage states kind of stink for them, but because they have massive sword range, they can play around it by making you whiff an attack, hitting you, and then putting you in disadvantage. We haven't seen Leo using Marth much anymore, but that's also because he's playing Cloud, who is just a better character to use. And the Mystery's been struggling, but I'm not sure if he's been practicing or attending as much as he used to. So, there's that. And, maybe the character is B tier. I almost consider putting them there. But I'm going to wait a little bit more, see if they're really falling behind his characters before I put him there. I'm going to go into the second part of the video now.